Hey, in this video, you are going to discover the best practices for Amazon bullets optimization. We're going to be speaking about best practices, some do's and don'ts, and the aim of this video is to help you create better bullet points on Amazon so you can get more conversions, more sales, more exposure for your products. My name is Vova Evan, seller on Amazon since late 2016. That's my YouTube channel here, and where I have more than 220 videos to date where we talk Amazon FBA. And today I have a guest, Tomer Levin. He's the owner of Blaze Copywriting, a copywriting firm that specializes in creating listings for Amazon sellers, new listings, or optimize current listings and a bunch of other stuff. And today we're talking bullet points, and this is part of series for Amazon listing optimization, which is linked in the description. And I should stop again talking too much, Tomer. Good to have you here again.
Always great, Vova.
Yes.
Great to be here. Thanks again. Today we're going to talk about bullet points.
Yeah, bullet
the
points,
Amazon
man.
listing.
Let me know what you think.
Yeah, so generally speaking, before like drilling down, like to break it down, like how to write or to build the best bullet points, we need to understand that our main focus on the Amazon listing when we create and build the listing is to always to be in conjunction with the Amazon TOS. That's always the most important thing. So there's a lot of unclarity regarding the TOS within the Amazon listing because Amazon themselves are pretty confusing on that, and I'll explain. But you want to always be like with the Amazon TOS, and to make use of the fields in the best way, basically.
All right.
So when we're talking about bullet points, we basically have 5 fields, right? So we can input important data. So first of all, back to TOS, Amazon allows us for each bullet point to write and to fill in up to 500 characters, chars, per bullet. So if we combine it together, it seems that we can get 2,500 characters, when it's fully optimized. But that's not really the case. Though you can input 500 characters per bullet, Amazon is not indexing more than 1,000 characters in total. So you can have some bullets which are shorter and some are longer. That's perfectly fine. But you don't want your entire bullet points to go over the 1,000 characters because Amazon will not index it, and it's, you just want to feed the Amazon A9 algorithm as much as possible. We talked about it in the previous video, so we may want to mention that. So I don't want to get more in depth there. So you want to be with Amazon TOS with that in that regard as well. So no more than 1,000 characters in total. So that's first. Second, you don't want to write anything about the product's price. Right? Not about the price, not about how the shipment works, and you don't want to include any contact details. So that's forbidden by Amazon. So you want to be on one side concise, and on the other hand to provide great keywords within this field. So you want to avoid any promotional messaging like free shipping or even Amazon is starting to be like on the fence with terms of warranty, which was allowed. And now Amazon is starting to look a bit weird on that. So it's best to avoid. So that's one. And you don't want to, of course, include any contact details. Basically anything which is in Amazon scope, it's called subjective commentary.
All right.
Which means also like words like perfect, for example. You can't include now. Amazon is taking down listings for that. It was allowed in the past. A lot of things are changing all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
But that can restrict your listing. If you change that, your listing will get back live. So it's something which is reversible. But you want to avoid that. So subjective commentary like perfect, best, things like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you want to avoid that. So, it's a bit tricky, especially for us as copywriters, for my team. But you have to work with Amazon. If you go head to head with Amazon, you will always lose, especially long term. Yeah. So that's one thing that you want to keep in mind for each aspect on Amazon. So second, you want your bullets to include high converting keywords. Again, as mentioned in the previous video, the best real estate is the title but bullets are second in line. So you want to include this as well. You also want to differentiate. For us, it's basically our job as copywriters to do that, but we want to, to distinguish between features and benefits. So you don't want to keep the, the dry information like, just, 20-ounce cup and that's it.
Yeah.
You want to get the benefits first and then, get the dry information to that. For example, you want to, if you're selling like a water bottle that you can take anywhere, so like something like get your water bottle on the go with its high capacity of 25 ounces.
All right.
For example, I'm just, throwing something.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to focus on the profit, what it gives you. What solution does it give to your problem? Because essentially as sellers, we work on providing solutions to the buyer's problems. So problems can be, overweight. Maybe their skin is bad, and maybe they want to improve their life in general, like with accessories for their kitchen, for their cycling. It's essentially you want to provide a solution. So you want to focus on the profit and want the buyer's gain, and then provide dry information.
So in the bullet points, let's kind of sum it up until now. We go with Amazon's TOS generally because
Always.
we don't want to go head to head with them because probably they'll win. They're bigger than us, I think. They're
Most
of us.
probably.
Yeah, probably. And also we have the 1,000 chars that get indexed. That means if you have, again, that might change in the future, right? But as for now, 1,000 chars get indexed. That means everything that goes beyond that, again, we will not be indexed for. Index for means that if we have a, let's say, what is that, water bottle. So we have a keyword, huge water bottle, and that's in the 2,000 characters somewhere in our last bullet point or something. It will be there, people can read that, but algorithmically it's not gonna help us to show in front of that keyword. So 1,000 there. And what do we talk about as well? We talked about the
profits versus features.
Yeah, features and benefits. Feature again is something like say 20 OZ water bottle. That's feature. Benefit is this
like
water
on the go. Mobile,
this water bottle will allow you to enjoy a longer run because it has a 20 OZ. I don't know how much that is.
It has
not good in OZ, but
it has a grip.
An easier grip, so you can drink on the go while you're running. That's a benefit, right? Because it shows how it benefits them. And these are the few things that we talked about bullet points. So what do you want to mention more, man?
Yeah, I wanted to add that I didn't mention it before, that you, as well as the title, you want to avoid all caps. So in the past, you could start each bullet point with capital letters and then continue with usual sentences. Yeah. It's not allowed anymore. It was changed by Amazon, and Amazon is taking down listings for that. So you can use title style, like the first letter is capital, the rest are small for each word. So that's no problem. So you want to avoid that as well. And just make sure you bottom line, you keep your bullet points within the 1,000 character limits, because what happens is that it will show, as you said, it will show on the listing, but it can get the fourth bullet point, the fifth bullet point in its entirety not to be indexed at all. So if you search for a keyword which is there, your product will not show.
Right.
So I think that's the most important thing that you want to take from this video to get the highest value for your listing on Amazon. To be within the TOS, keep the 1,000 characters, take it away from there.
And something that I would add is, again, we have 5 bullet points, and usually people don't read much of the bullet points, right? They look at the pictures, maybe watch the video that you have, and bullet points is just a part of the listing that people might read. So what I'm saying is, it is a good idea probably in the first bullet point include the most important things that you want to tell about your product, because the chance that they read it, because it's number one is the one in the highest priority, or highest order, just this is the first one amongst them, right, on the listing, so they probably will start from the first one. So if you can hook them into reading this, and what you're gonna give them in this bullet point will be the most important thing for them to get, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, so we found out in time that we also, we perfect our work, we get things better all the time, we always will learn, we don't think we know the best, and Amazon, they said, it's very dynamic, it's changing all the time, and the buyer's experience and behavior. So we found out that the first, third, and fifth bullets are most important, because the first bullet, for obvious reasons, as you say, it's the first thing that you see. And also the third, because of mobile view. So you want to...
Interesting point.
Yeah, it depends on where you see these bullets, whether it's in your desktop, in your mobile. So yeah, so we want to keep your first, third, and fifth like the most important. So we do that in our writing. So yeah, you mentioned this, and it's a very important subject.
Yeah, I use also in my fifth bullet, I emphasize the warranty. Again, that might change, that might be against US. Also, what I've practiced is in my fifth bullet point, I've used a call to action. Yeah, so again, that's something that I can't exactly tell you, the dear viewer, if this is 100% working or not, because it might be better for one product, maybe one other product is not gonna work for, but it's a nice practice, because generally when you have somebody excited, it's a good time to strike on the iron while it's hot. So if you get excited, the person with the bullets, you can say, so go and add this product to your cart now and enjoy a great ice cream. No, that wasn't the previous video we talked about. Or enjoy a great run with your new bottle, right?
Yeah. So just to add on that, you want the call to action to be on the third and fifth bullet, like in the third bullet in a way, and the fifth bullet completely. So the add to cart now kind of sentence.
That's the complete one.
Yeah, so you want to put that in the fifth, but until the third bullet, you want the customer to understand and to convey him and to persuade him to go ahead and add it to cart. The attention span, it's a very, very large subject to talk about it, in a different video, but the attention span keep getting shorter and shorter in time. So you want to be like a sniper, right? You want to be as precise as possible, and just keep those call to action inside the bullets, especially in the third and fifth.
And emojis, man. Emojis are currently not allowed.
Some sellers are using emojis, mostly in the beginning of each bullet. It's not allowed, by Amazon, and it is not indexed by A9. So. You want to work with Amazon and not against Amazon. So you want to feed the A9 algorithm as much as possible. So no emojis. We don't recommend it, and it's also against TOS. So you don't want to go against Amazon.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've experienced as a seller, I have used emojis like the green tick emoji. And I saw some sellers, for example, if they're selling the sunscreen, they have an emoji of a sun.
Yeah, so also babies. And
like some baby face or something.
Baby face,
Again, hard to say if it's doing something good or not. For the algorithmic purpose and Amazon's, it's definitely not good. They tell you can't really do that. As for customers, again, maybe some niche will perceive you as a less serious brand or something. It's hard to sell.
Right, essentially you want to convey like the buyers to get your products, but you don't want to see your brand as like cheap, and you want them to get from your listing, and that's the photography and the pictures are very important on that matter, to present your product the best way, so you don't want to look cheap or cheesy too much. You basically want to be as precise as possible, get their attention, and just move on from there.
So that's a lot of cool information about bullet points. And up here on this end screen, you can continue to the next video in the series where we're going to be talking about description. And also in the description of this video, we have Tomer's services for copywriting if you want to check out what they're doing. See you in the next video.
See you.